Hi, my name is Kevin and I've been working for glueckkanja for the last 1.5 years. I'm a cloud engineer that's part of the Australian division of the products team. When it comes to impressions, I think I have to start from when I first applied on LinkedIn, and that was when glueckkanja was still called glueckkanja GAB, and we also tack on an AG at the end, which is a little different to what you would see in Australia. As a result, I didn't think that glueckkanja was actually a real company. I replied regardless because the job description at the time was quite interesting, and I'm glad I did so because glueckkanja is a wonderful company. In the beginning, I would say I thought Germans were quite methodical and just really strict, but it turns out that you guys have a party side to you, and you guys both work hard and play hard. The reason my impression of glueckkanja has changed is because there's such a strong emphasis on the social culture here. We have events such as First Thursday and of course the biannual boot camp where everyone brings both the professional and the personal side to life. I think at this point it's hard to pinpoint Australian and German culture, I believe, because we meet so often. It just feels like one team, one family. In the beginning, of course, there were differences. At the time, my manager Florian had just come over to Australia. He was still adjusting to life. Even then, the team culture was quite similar. We bring the fun, we bring the vibes, and everyone works really hard and is extremely focused at what they do. On an everyday basis, I of course work on both SCEPman and RealmJoin pre-sale and post-sales support. But when it comes to projects, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Really, you can work on anything so long as it's productive towards your work. So for example, what I've done before is analytics to really deep dive into SCEPman, which is of course not part of what support would really offer. At glueckkanja, I find that the main benefits are a great company culture where no one gets left behind, a company that really genuinely cares for you and cares for your personal development and of course your mental health. Other than that, of course, there is the fact that I travel back and forth from Australia to Germany, and of course the boot camp. Where would I be if not in Germany? One of my core memories with glueckkanja is actually when they first flew me into Germany, and this wasn't for the boot camp but for RealmJoin training. At this point, I had only been with the company for 3 months, and I was surprised that they had so much faith in me that they wanted to train me this early on. It was an intense 3 weeks of learning, cooking, eating and drinking. I got to learn so much about the German culture, and I'm so thankful that glueckkanja was willing to do this for me. If I was to describe glueckkanja in 3 words, I would say culture, focus and trust. Culture, as I've explained before, it's a wonderful working culture and everyone really takes care of each other. Focus, because everyone's on a mission here, everyone's trying to get to the best that they can be. And trust. They trust you to do the right thing, it's a flat hierarchy and there's no micromanagement. If someone from Australia was to join glueckkanja, I would tell him it's a big mistake. Not to join, of course. Be prepared for something challenging and unique and keep an open mind. Oh, that was hard. My legs hurt.